It's time now on Central to find out who won and who didn't with the Results Service.
The brilliant 17-year-old Ryan Giggs produces an electrifying spell as Manchester United go back to the top of the First Division. How's this for starters? Manchester City's run of away wins is over. Niall Quinn for a point at Luton. Steve Bowles' first of the season salvages a point for the champions at Hillsborough. Teddy Sheringham goes into double figures as Forest make mincemeat of Palace. Tony Cottee's 8th in 9 games extends Everton's winning run to 4. And you can count on Sheffield United when the going gets tough. Brian Deane at Spurs. Very good afternoon. Manchester United take over at the top of the First Division, winning 2-1 against West Ham this afternoon. We'll have the goals, all the goals for you a little later on. They managed that, of course, because Leeds weren't playing today. They're on the match tomorrow at Aston Villa. Right, here we go with the scores and scorers in the First Division this afternoon. 1-0 at Goodison, still a latest score, Tony Cottee. Luton 2, Manchester City 2, still waiting for confirmation from Kenilworth Road. Mick Harford put Luton in front after 17 minutes, his 5th in the league for them, only their 10th league goal of the season. Keith Curle equalised for City 30 seconds or so into the second half. John Dreyer then put Luton 2-1 in front after 56 minutes, the equaliser on the hour from Niall Quinn. Manchester United 2, West Ham 1. That is finished. Ryan Giggs after 15 minutes, the goal you saw at the top of the programme. He then made the second for Brian Robson after 42 minutes. Frank McAvenny pulled one back for West Ham after 76 in front of the biggest crowd in England this season, 47,185. Don't forget the goals coming up shortly. And a late winner at Norwich. Norwich 3, Coventry 2. Coventry twice went into the lead through Kevin Gallagher, Mark Bowen, Robert Fleck and Mark Sutton Chris Sutton, I beg your pardon, with a 90th minute winner for Norwich, who of course won at Chelsea last week. Nottingham Forest 5, Crystal Palace 1. Palace had only lost once in their previous 13 games. Very difficult to beat, but Forest obviously made it look pretty easy this afternoon. 2 for Teddy Sheringham, the last a penalty. In between, Stuart Pearce, Scott Gemmell and Ian Wone scoring for Forest. Jeff Thomas got the Palace goal. He's now scored in each of the last 4 games. Queen's Park Rangers 1, Oldham 3. All 4 goals in the first half inside 5 minutes. A remarkable run of scoring. Nick Henry got the first for Oldham. Roger Palmer got the second 3 minutes later. Then Les Ferdinand scored after 31 minutes for QPR, his first of the season. And within seconds, Graham Sharp had made it 3-1 to Oldham, and that's how it stayed. Oldham's first win in 6 games. Sheffield Wednesday 1, Arsenal 1. David Hurst got Sheffield Wednesday's first goal for 4 games after 19 minutes. Chris Wood saved a penalty in that match from Lee Dixon. All that before Steve Bowles, after 64 minutes, equalised for Arsenal. He got an own goal there last season, which won the game for Wednesday. Spurs 0, Sheffield United 1. Brian Deane, the scorer there, his goal after 53 minutes. And still no goals at Selhurst Park. Wimbledon 0, Liverpool 0, although we haven't had confirmation of that one either. Right, let's go to Hillsborough. Sheffield Wednesday against Arsenal. They were level on points this morning. That's still the case. John Helm reports.